Hello, this is me, Doricast93, and as you can see, there's going to be no face cam this time just because, well, I don't really like it when I read and then I look back at it and I'm looking away from the camera while reading something. It just seems a bit unprofessional. But in this, right now, I am going to start reading a custom story I made. Now, before I get into anything, disclaimer, any names, Harune Aira, Ageha Mia, or anything relating to the Pretty Rhythm universe is all rights to their owners. Tatsunoko Production, Takaratomi Art, Takaratomi, anyone who made Pretty Rhythm. Just want to say that this is just a custom fan-made story based in the Pretty Rhythm universe. Now, with that all said, the name of the story is the Prism Chronicles. And I'm going to get into the first chapter. I've actually written 5 chapters for it already. I haven't made any more. I haven't written a chapter in maybe almost 3 weeks or something. So if you do like this and if you do want me to write more chapters after the 5 I made, just comment down below. But for right now, I'm going to start the first chapter. The first chapter is called Chapter 1, Bolstering Confidence. I'm sitting in the stands and I look up to see a star. The star has an aurora light coming from it, and wings spread from it and lifted everyone off the ground. This was known as the time when Prism shows changed forever. The current day is 3 years later after that fateful Prism Queen Cup, and I walk into the auditorium to see Mars perform in their Prism show. Nowadays, Prism shows are everywhere and spread worldwide. Oh, sorry. The name's Kiroku, Midori Kiroku, and a 15-year-old male. Now moving on. The big player in this worldwide boom is Pretty Top, which has a large hold on the worlds with their groups Mars and Serenon. I've seen them since I was a kid, but I never thought Prism shows would evolve so much and that they would get this incredible. Is this new thing called a Prism Act, was it? Yeah, I think that's what it is, but I've never seen one myself. The show then goes on and Mars finishes their show, but before they get off the stage, I hear a commotion from the fans and a spotlight follows one girl as she runs down the aisle. Wearing a fuchsia top and a white skirt with boots, she bolts down the stage and jumps onto it. She then says this, "I will defeat Harune Aira," with no remorse whatsoever as she ruled the place. Of course, the crowd was shocked, me as well, but for someone to do something like that, I couldn't help but respect her for her boldness. But once I thought that, she was already being taken away and whisked out of the auditorium. After that, I went straight home, and by that time, I had to go to bed. But during that night, I had a dream. I saw that girl's hair that ran down before, but this time she was standing on the stage, and she was dancing and singing like Mars would in a 4-person unit. I thought, what's going on? Could she really defeat Aira like she said? And that's when I heard Ageha Mia. As I looked up to the board and saw it again, and that's when I knew. I had to believe that she could do it. When I awoke, I had to go to school, so I got up, showered, got dressed, and grabbed my bag like usual to head off. On my way, I couldn't help but think about her and kept walking along. Once I got to school, I was on duty and did my part as I erased my name on the board to say I was done. The day flew by, and during one of those breaks, I was setting up for the next class when I heard, "Hey, you saw what happened with Mars last night? Some girl called out Aira." And then someone else said, "Oh, who do you think she is? You just don't barge in like that. I think if she faced Aira, she would be crushed." And for some reason, I stood up from my seat and said, "What makes you say that? I think she has guts, and I think she would win against Aira." That brought silence upon the class as the focus was on me. I then quietly sat down as the bell rang for the next class. After school, I walked home as usual, but then I heard, "Mia is the best!" And as I looked ahead, I bumped into someone and fell down. As I looked up, I saw something familiar. That fuchsia dress, purple hair, and that pridefulness. It had to be, and it was. Ageha Mia. So again, this was a custom story, a little bit the first chapter of it. I do have 5 chapters, so what are your thoughts in the comments? Do you want me to keep going on with this reading of the chapters? So again, thank you very much for listening. This has been Midori Kazi 93, and I will see you guys later.